G'day and welcome to the show. Well, this week we're staying at the beautiful Ramada Eco Beach Resort here south of Broome in WA. We'll be checking out all the great facilities of the resort, as well as heading out there on the Indian Ocean to catch a few fish. There's plenty of action on the show. Let's check it out. I get high on heli-fishing a saltwater billabong and get the lowdown on the local barra.
Whatever gets trapped in there, you catch.
On Queensland's Capricorn coast, there's a lesson in tropical bait rigging and a surprising result from the trolling that follows.
What's that? Foul-hook longtail, which makes it a 10 times tougher fight.
Back at Eco Beach, I get some heavy work while Monique gets the catch of the day.
Not a bad cod, actually.
And I even go fly fishing from a kayak.
Nice fish.
Ramada Eco Beach is a multi-award-winning resort that brings the unique ecology and beauty of the Kimberley coast to a wide range of holidaymakers. Spectacularly located on sand dunes overlooking the Indian Ocean, just 130 kilometres south of Broome, it's a place which makes the pristine wilderness luxuriously available to all kinds of people on all kinds of budgets. Accommodation ranges from striking oceanfront beach houses, ideal for large families and groups of friends, to 25 superbly appointed individual villas and even safari-style eco tents. You could easily stay a week here and never move far from the resort pool and its glorious beach setting. But this morning for me, this beach is my launching pad for an adventure well beyond the usual resort experience. Yes, I'm going heli-fishing, flying low across the amazing scenery of untouched beaches and coastal scrub to a kind of fishing that you can't easily get to any other way. Fishing guide Kurt Williamson is my fishing mate for this unique adventure. He's been putting anglers onto the catches of their lives along this coast for over 16 years, so I couldn't have a better guide sitting beside me as we make the approach to a unique coastal billabong, a stretch of saltwater creek that's been isolated by the big falling tides they have around here. On this trip, I've already enjoyed a couple of big days with Kurt fishing from his Broome sport fishing game boat. So I'm really looking forward to this new experience.
A shady spot over there. Beautiful.
Hey, that's a nice fish. Very nice. Look at that. Very good. Wow. Well done, Kim. Don't you love that? Just cruise up from the resort, Eco Beach Resort, and a lovely little barra first cast. It's different sort of fishing, isn't it?
Yeah, basically all the tide moves out and you're left with these little pools at low tide and whatever gets trapped in there, you catch.
A salty silver Kimberley barra, so different from the swampies I'm used to catching in the top-end billabongs. And I'm keen to catch one for myself. With no competition from other fishermen, it can only get better from here.
Just on the drop. Just saw the line go nice and taut. There he is. Ooh.
Not as big as Kurt's, but on the board.
It's just a beaut little barra. We'll put him back in.
Let's see me hold.
There you go, mate.
Love that.
You might be up around the 70s, this one.
Nice.
Yeah, we haven't had much of a cold snap for this so-called cold season, so...
This is uniquely good fishing, and Kurt tells me the reason it's worth going to the trouble of flying into a spot like this.
I guess through the winter months, the fish must almost hibernate in here and just hang out in the deeper pools.
Yeah, well, in the colder months, they just sort of tend to shut down when that water gets cold. The river systems and that, you probably wouldn't have a chance too much, but in these tidal areas where it gets a push every day, they do eat.
Yeah, that's right. And I guess the sun's starting to heat up a little more as we move towards spring.
Put him back.
Get him out of there. Keep him walking, I think. Get him over that middle snag.
Jack or a cod?
Let's have a look, see what we got here. Codger, is it? Yeah, cod. Not the mangrove jack I was after, but another big estuary predator. Plenty of teeth. Pretty looking fish, really. Almost like a coral trout. It's got that same look about it. We'll get that hook out and send him on his way.
And it's time for us to be on our way too, before the change of tide turns this back from a salty billabong into a flowing creek.
Well, what a great morning session coming down with the boys at Scenic Helicopters. The tide hasn't come in yet, but it's time to head back to Eco Beach Resort.
Keppel Bay Marina on Queensland's Capricorn coast is my favourite gateway to fishing the reef and island waters of tropical Queensland. Right now, I'm taking my Quintrex yellowfin out towards the rocky headlands of High Peak Island, where the name of the game for today is trolling for pelagics.
Well, this afternoon we're going to go and chase some Spanish mackerel, and Pikey, who's on board with us for this trip, is going to show us how to rig up the perfect bait. Now, mate, they are monsters. What's this called?
Mate, that is a wolf herring or ribbon fish. Very good Spanish mackerel bait. We've caught them up to that long. You can troll them. They're all good bait.
Perfect.
These are pike.
And you've obviously got one of these devices, which, does that make it easier for you?
Yeah, depends on the depth of your water. Okay. You're going to troll them a fraction deeper. You have the head on to get them down deep.
Now you've got some wire on here. What's
110 pounds, single screen
pound
wire.
And you've rigged these all up.
Yeah, swivels between the hooks. They're all good to go. Okay, first up.
So first of all, you line them up so the end hook goes in first, yeah? So and that one comes out through the bottom.
Yep,
bottom
all
jaw.
like that. Always keep them reasonably straight.
And you actually have to sort of work the fish to break his spine.
Yep. When he's done, you go through the middle there.
Yep. Hook him through.
And that's almost perfect there. That'll swim perfect, that little one there.
Okay, well, we're in gear, so going very slow, that's the secret.
Yep. Secret is just in here and flick them out and see how we go, eh?
All right, beautiful.
Adios.
See you later, buddy.
If this water doesn't look fishy, you can call me a cockroach-eating cane toad.
Well, we've got some big back eddies starting to appear.
Yeah.
And this front here, I reckon, is going to cop most of the...
Plenty of current line, plenty of bait.
Yeah. All right.
Whirlpools up in front of here, so we're a chance.
For a chance, mate.
Yep.
And until that chance comes good, there's nothing to do but be patient and enjoy the view.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Holy moly. That's screaming.
Woo!
Wow.
Oh, they're good fish.
Wow.
Oh.
So monster Spaniards, I'll be a happy man.
I tell you right now.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah, mate, yeah.
I'll tell you what, look at this for a backdrop. Let's have a look at what they are. I think they're GTs. They're just so big and powerful.
The GTs?
Yeah, I think he is. I think I've got a trevally for sure. Or a tuna, is it? Oh, God, I don't know. I think it's a bit hard to see there.
Mine's still going.
No, it's not a tuna because he'd be thumping that tail. What's that?
What do we got?
What is that?
Can you see yours, GT?
Yeah, got him here. Now, where are you?
Hey, mate. Oh.
Oh, under.
Yep, you're right.
Tuna, and he's It's pulled out of him. Oh, no! Can you believe it? Hooked into the side of the boat just there, on the gunnel. Yeah.
Foul hook too, I think.
Is it?
I think so, yeah.
Wow. Oh, it is too. Foul hook longtail, they shouldn't pull that hard.
Oh,
Hey, we shouldn't be yelling and shouting too much. They're not monsters. That's not too bad. Oh, here we go.
oh.
Beautiful longtail. Both of the fish were actually hooked either underneath or on the side, which makes it a 10 times tougher fight. They're not even that big, mate. Now, this guy's not going back in. We're going to cook him up. They make beautiful sashimi. Well, here's a great lure for you. Designed by fishing guru Lance Butler, it's the killer lure Too Deadly. Now, it can be used as a subsurface lure or a popper. So a short, sharp twitch up on the surface, getting a nice bloop going, and then on that pause, that's when you usually get the big strike. Another way to retrieve the Too Deadly is to wind the lure down to the required depth. And when it's down there, twitch it and work it all the way back to the boat in a nice fast action. It works great over submerged timber and also rock bars. It comes in different sizes and a multitude of colours, and definitely a lure to have in your tackle box. At Ramada Eco Beach on the Kimberley coast south of Broome, Monique and I are enjoying all the hospitality and luxury the resort provides day and night.
Thank you.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
And this morning, the resort facility Monique and I are enjoying together is out on the water. We're fishing with Kimberley coast expert and charter skipper Kurt Williamson. Resort guests are always welcome aboard Kurt's Broome sport fishing boat, and they always have a good time. Yeah, this is great fishing. And straight out from the resort, Eco Beach. It's just in there, this is a little smallmouth nanny guy. But there's nothing small about whatever Monique's hooked up to.
Beautiful. Scarlet sea perch.
Scarlet sea perch. Beautiful fish.
And Monique's still got her hands full.
Absolutely amazing eating. One of the best fish in the sea. All right.
That real screaming.
Yeah.
Maybe too full.
Oh, this is a good fish. You got plenty of line left on your spool?
I don't know.
Wow. Let me have a look.
It's going to go. Look.
Yeah, okay, let it go for a minute. Wow.
I don't know what it is with it.
Sorry I've taken over your rod, but I didn't want you to get spooled. They're really working this Shimano rod and reel combo. Got the beautiful twin power, so we've got a real heavy duty reel there. That's just one of the best. It's gone like almost a big dead weight now. And that's the other thing, like when you drop these down into a big school of fish, sometimes you accidentally hook them in the tail and yeah, they can absolutely go crazy and you just can't get any handle on them. But the screen, you should see that Garmin screen. You love your Garmin units there?
Yeah, mate. Especially this year. Yeah. Especially when we're chasing sailfish and got the side view and all that sort of stuff happening.
Oh, that's so good. I've just gone 20-pound braid, put a 30-pound fluorocarbon leader on, but you can see that bend in the rod. I mean, I really can't put any more hurt on the fish, and he is just dictating turns. Now it's going forward.
Let's get a double hook up happening.
And while I'm busy with that, Monique gets on with some more fishing that's more her
Oh,
speed.
the cod. Honeycomb cod. On the gulp. Nuclear chicken.
Yes, big as it.
Nice one, Mon. But I'm still too busy to take much notice. Yet never too busy to wear a life jacket, even on a day that's too hot to wear a full jacket in comfort. While I battle on, Monique's on a roll.
What do you got? Another cod. Wow. Look at that. Just need him to jump now. He's coming up to the surface. Look at that. He's right up on top. It's a good fish, weighty fish. Wow, he's right up high.
and she just keeps rolling.
Scarlet sea perch. Yeah, really nice eating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, fishy, we want to see you at least. Give us a look at what you are.
Old hand pull. What's happened?
Coming up. We're going to lift him. Whatever it is, that rod ain't going to do it, you know.
Ray.
Monster Ray. Gosh.
Now hooked Ray.
That's what you hooked. Big eagle Ray. Oh,
that was terrible.
it was hard. I'm using a relatively light Shimano rod, so I had to hand line him up.
That mystery solved, I can finally get back to some fishing of my own. While Monique's roll of hookups just keeps getting better.
Another big cod. He's going the next size up. Oh, there's mackerel everywhere. Look, right here, look. Look at these in the water here. Oh my God, so many. The razor gang, I don't want to lose the lure. And I don't know what I've got on here, but I'm certainly putting in a good fight. Mother-in-law, that's we've been chatting about a mother-in-law. They pull hard, these things. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, and there he goes. Yeah, this is a better fish.
Colour yet? Oh, big cod.
Oh,
Monster
gotcha.
cod.
Well done. Well, you've caught every other size cod. And now you've caught the big one. Is that a big estuary cod?
Yeah.
Yeah. Beautiful fish. We'll get a photo if we can. Well, have a go at that. It's not a bad cod, actually. Come on, buddy. Look at that. Yeah. Quality fish out here on the reef. But that is a beauty, Mon. I'll slide this big fella back in. Oh. Yeah, okay. I'm just opening him up. There he goes. This is one of the Shimano Vibes. An absolutely awesome lure. I've caught so many different types of fish on it. And I'm going to send it down. When it gets down the bottom, I'm just going to do some sharp lifts to the rod and it'll just vibrate through the water like this, basically. And those couple of sharp gamakatsus will hook anything that has a nibble. So I just basically just drop it all the way to the bottom. Okay, it's just hitting the bottom now. Smallmouth ninny.
And that's a pretty good reason to always pack Shimano Vibes in your tackle box. About 25 kilometres north of Gympie, near Queensland's Sunshine Coast, we're pulling into the private fishing paradise of Lake Barra Cottages. My Mazda BT50 hasn't missed a beat, towing the Quintrex up here, but the boat's staying on the trailer today, because after we've settled into our comfortable two-bedroom cottage, I'll be fishing the 40 acres of private lakes here on my Hobie. And not just any fishing, because this is the perfect place to chase fish on fly. The Barra Cottages lakes are stocked with bass and barramundi, and I'd be happy to have my fly engulfed by either of them.
This morning I'm just using this beautiful Remington fly rod and reel, 9-weight it is, and I've got an intermediate line on there, and it's just a joy just to work around this dam, just casting towards the lily pads, towards some of the broken timber as well.
And in fly fishing, just like any other kind of angling, it can all come down to putting the right lure in front of the fish.
And I've been using some Felties flies. Now these are superb. Just tucked away in this Plano box. All different shapes and colours, from beautiful pink things, which is one of my favourite. Caught loads of different fish on that. And then you've got the nice clear Felties, little clousers. And there's a purple thing. When it gets darker in the evening and also early morning, I like to use the darker lures. They silhouette better. Come on, buddy. Tell you what, they put up a good fight. These fish are only about a year old. And they're already around that 45, 50 centimetre mark. Oh yeah, nice fish. You don't have to be here super early in the morning. It's sort of as the sun comes up, the fish seem to come out to play. But it sure is just a beautiful place to fish. I'm fishing on one of the new Mirage Pro Angler 14s, absolutely amazing. It's got the 180 pedal power here, the Mirage Drive, which you can go forward and back by just the pull of a cord, so pretty amazing stuff. All right, let's get this little bloke away.